Alrighty, so we're here gonna do a little fishing today, we hope. This is a little pond we like to fish at, but we actually like to fish a different part of it. Up here they stock it full of fish, and the fish will come down this drain, and then they end up in a little area down there by the playground. Interestingly enough, they stock this with game fish, but people dump unwanted trash fish like goldfish here. And for some reason, it's usually the trash fish that end up down at the playground area. So that's great for us. We get to go down and see what we can catch. Muskrats and crawdads and then going up the tunnel. I don't like it. I lose control. Oh, wow.
Oh! It's a big one too.
See what I said? There could have been one hiding. Good girl. So they didn't leave. Good girl, Mamba. Good girl. Wow, that was probably the ones that we were seeing last time. Ooh, it's getting away from you. Here. Good girl.
Wow, she's great at fishing.
Alrighty. Go catch another one. What do you want? You want her to come play with you? Yeah, so they were hiding in the rocks. Olive, get out of the water, please. Those aren't waterproof boots.
Johnny!
That was so unexpected. For a minute I thought she had a stick or something. I was like, that's too big to be a fish.
Johnny!
Yeah, see, that's what I thought she did that first time. I thought she had a stick.
Caught a stick.
I was like, that's too big for a fish. Oh, she got another one. Look at that. Girl. Good girl. Should we feed you up? Not bad at all.
Size.
Johnny!
Mamba. I think I really want to go for another one, but she's acting like she wants to eat more than she wants to fish. So I'm just gonna feed her up. That's kind of the thing with it is, I can only go for multiples when she wants to go for multiples. Because what happens is if I try and like coerce her into catching multiple fish when she just wants to feed up, what'll end up happening is she won't bring them back to me. She'll just go and take them up in a bush and eat her fill. Because she doesn't need to catch another fish. This is like a couple days worth of food. So if I basically give her a chunk and ask her to go catch another one when she just wants to eat, then why bring it back to me? It's actually in her best interest to just run off with it and eat it somewhere else. However, a lot of times they like catching stuff. Like, it's not just about food. People think predators hunt just for food. A lot of predators, mink and weasels being one of them, they hunt because it's fun as well as for the food. it's not just a fill their belly activity. It's a fun activity for them. And so a lot of times they're in the mood to just hunt for the sake of hunting. In the wild, naturalists have found dens with, half a dozen muskrats, a couple ducks, like tons of frogs. If hunting or fishing is really good, the mink will catch as much as it can catch and just store them for later. And that's a life-saving habit for the mink, because if fishing or hunting gets bad, these little mink, they don't store a lot of fat, like say a raccoon or a wolf. They can eat a whole bunch and store all this extra fat and then not eat for several days, and they're just fine. That's how canines are made. They'll make a big kill, they'll gorge themselves, and they won't eat for several days or a week, and they're fine. Hawks have what's called a crop, where they could store a whole bunch of meat and just gorge themselves and then not eat for several days in a row. And that's natural and normal for them. Weasels and mink, they're small, skinny, long bodies. They don't have a big stomach. And because they're supposed to squeeze down tight holes, they can't carry very much fat, or else they won't be able to fit down the holes. So they need to stay long and skinny and lean. Because of that, rather than gorging themselves and not eating for several days like a lot of predators do, lions and such, they instead hide and store extra food to eat when times are rough. So that's how we're basically utilizing that instinct to store food and teaching them to store it here. But if she's not in the mood to store, if she's just kind of wanting to eat here and now, maybe she's tired, or maybe she's really hungry and eating right now is her number one prerogative, then it's counterproductive if I try and encourage her to keep fishing. I should just feed her up and be done. So that's what we chose to do today. So we had a good little fish in today. Got some decent sized fish for this area. Usually they're quite a bit smaller. Pretty happy with Mamba. She cashed them both really good. And overall it was a good little day. Thanks for coming with us. We'll show you some more soon. Now, if you're really wanting to dive into mink and learn the nitty-gritty details, I would strongly recommend you read my book, The New Sport of Minkenry. If you would like to support us, you can buy a shirt or hat, or consider becoming one of my faithful patrons. Just go to the links in the description below.